During the 1970s, Iran projected an image of rapid modernization and growing global connections.
Tehran's expanding streets symbolized a nation embracing development, technology, and cultural transformation.
Urban consumer culture grew rapidly as international styles and products entered Iranian markets.
Universities expanded nationwide, reflecting government ambitions to educate a new modern generation.
Entertainment districts flourished as music, cinema, and art scenes energized the capital city.
Massive construction projects reshaped the skyline, signaling economic growth fueled by oil revenues.
Iran balanced ancient heritage with ambitious visions of technological and industrial progress.
National leadership pursued modernization programs designed to transform Iran into a regional power. The White Revolution introduced sweeping reforms aimed at accelerating economic and social development.
Land reforms redistributed farmland, altering traditional ownership patterns across the countryside. Educational infrastructure expanded rapidly to prepare citizens for participation in a modern economy.
Factories symbolized industrial ambition as Iran attempted building a diversified national economy. Oil wealth funded highways, airports, hospitals, and ambitious infrastructure projects nationwide.
Cities expanded dramatically as economic growth drew millions toward urban opportunities.
Political reforms included expanding rights, including voting participation for Iranian women.
Professional workplaces expanded as modernization reshaped employment opportunities within urban society. Yet many traditional communities worried modernization threatened cultural and spiritual identity. Religious institutions observed social changes carefully as debates about national direction intensified.
Differences between rural traditions and urban modernization widened during rapid transformation.
Despite modernization efforts, political authority remained highly concentrated within the monarchy. Formal institutions existed, but ultimate decisions often depended on royal leadership.
State security organizations monitored opposition groups and maintained strict political oversight.
An atmosphere of caution developed as citizens worried about surveillance and political consequences.
Economic expansion attracted migrants seeking opportunity in rapidly developing urban centers.
However, urban growth created housing shortages and rising living costs.
Economic success brought prosperity for some, while widening inequality across neighborhoods.
Universities became centers of intellectual debate about democracy, equality, and national identity.
Global political ideas influenced students questioning authority and imagining alternative futures.
Some critics argued foreign alliances weakened Iran's independence in international politics.
Religious thinkers increasingly warned modernization could erode moral and spiritual foundations.
Recorded speeches circulated widely, spreading criticism of government policies throughout society.
Political messages traveled quickly across cities, bazaars, and religious institutions.
Lot Florgate. Religious voices increasingly challenged the government's vision for Iran's future.
Different opposition groups shared frustration despite holding widely different ideological goals. Traditional merchants worried economic reforms threatened established commercial systems. Across Iran, debates about authority, culture, and the nation's future grew impossible to ignore.
A young generation imagined possibilities beyond both tradition and authority.
Rapid reforms reshaped institutions and expectations within Iranian political life. To outsiders, Iran appeared prosperous, confident, and rapidly modernizing.
Foreign visitors often described Tehran as vibrant, modern, and culturally energetic.
Across Iran, debates about authority, culture, and the nation's future grew impossible to ignore.
Yet beneath prosperity, many citizens sensed deepening social and economic imbalance.
Public debate intensified as questions about governance spread across society.
Tradition and modernization increasingly collided within Iran's evolving national identity.
By the late 1970s, tensions were quietly building beneath the surface.
Before long, Iran would enter a dramatic period that reshaped its political future.
Iran stood at a crossroads, shaped by development and rising opposition.
Years of tension pushed the country toward a dramatic historical turning point.
Rising dissatisfaction gradually drew different parts of Iranian society toward shared political concerns.
Soon the nation would experience one of the 20th century's most influential revolutions.
Political pressure and social change were about to reshape Iran completely.
A modernizing nation stood unknowingly on the threshold of revolutionary transformation.